Hello, hello! It's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to my Thursday night live. I'm so glad you're joining me. Please say hello if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay. Let me know what you're doing tonight. It's Thursday night and it's my Facebook Live night, which means the kids are watching a movie tonight. So win-win for everyone. Movie night for the kids and stamp therapy for me. I have 3 projects to share with you today, and I'm going to be using the Springtime Impressions dies. These are on the last chance list. Do you have these? They're a couple years old, and it's time for them to be discontinued so we can make room for some new stuff. So I'm going to use the butterfly on 2 different cards tonight, and I have decided to hashtag share sunshine, and I'm using yellow in every one of my projects tonight, which is kind of actually a little different for me. I tend to avoid yellow because, especially when it comes to using my yellow ink pad, because it tends to get messy, and I don't know, I'm just not a big yellow person. But today we're going to incorporate yellow into all of our projects, and I'm also hopefully going to get a little redemption. Last week I felt a little unorganized, and so I tried to show you the interlocking frame card. And so we're going to try to do that again and hopefully be a little smoother. Before we get started, I'm just going to share this to the group. I had an alarm for my clock. Is that going to go off like every 8 minutes? Okay. Sorry if there was a connection issue. I had to turn off my alarm. I put on an alarm so I wouldn't forget. And if I didn't shut it off, it was going to keep going off. So let me share this really quick. I'm going to share it. Are you guys part of the Share and Connect group? We have been sharing so many projects over there. I love it. It's making me so happy. Join us live to share sunshine. Okay. All right, so we're using the Springtime Impressions, and I'm going to add a link in the description of the video when we're all done. But I made some changes to the last chance product list that Stampin' Up! Posted. So let me tell you about my version of the list while I am die cutting. The last chance list just came out yesterday. These are products that are going to be discontinued from the annual catalog and the mini catalog. And Stampin' Up! Put out a list, 2 different lists. And sometimes they have to just include everything. It's a little bit, like it's a lot. So I made some edits to the list to make it easier to read. First of all, you can see I highlighted the products that are for sale in yellow. And holy macaroni, guys, there are some amazing deals. We have prices up to 60% off. So these are like clearance rack prices, but right now, I was just talking to Mom earlier today, and I was remarking about the prices being so amazing, and she said, yeah, it's really different from last year. And I said, I think one of the reasons is because we always end up with, where did my needle go? We always end up with dies left over in the clearance rack, and when they're in the clearance rack you can't get the stamps that coordinate, and so it's always a bummer. Well, right now we've got clearance rack prices on a lot of our retiring dies, and you can still get the coordinating stamp set now. So if you have been eyeing these dies, don't wait for the clearance rack, guys. The prices aren't going to get much better. You just need to go ahead and get all your favorites right now, and you can do that in my online store at juliedavison.com/shop. And this one, let me see, the Springtime, I feel like this one's probably on sale. Look at, do you see all this yellow? This is insane. Like, everything is on sale. It's crazy. Oh, what? Okay, these are the dies I'm using. Springtime Impression dies, normally $29. In the US, guys, you can get them for 60% off. 60% off, $11.60. You get the butterfly and the flowers and the individual flower. And I want to show you really quick. I was going to do this for one of the projects and then I decided I wasn't. But let me show you this technique, because I think with this die, especially because it's so insanely cheap, you're going to want to see this. I showed this with a pineapple, like the pineapple die a couple weeks ago, so you may remember. This is the silicone craft mat, but I want to show you how amazing this die is going to be with this technique, because you're going to love it and you're going to want to get these dies. All right, I'm trying to remember if we need, I've got the platform, the die adapter, and then we need a piece of cardstock. Let's see. Here's some pink cardstock. Let's not quite begin it. I wasn't planning to do this. You get a little bonus tonight. Then I'm going to have to turn this into a card. Okay, here's a card front size. Okay, so we have cutting pad. Then we have the silicone craft mat, the cardstock, and then the die with the cutting side down. And we're going to run it through. Is this right? I feel like it's too big. Whoa! It's going to cut. Maybe I need to take that thin die adapter out. Oh my God, I'm going to break my big shot. Oh, seriously, I think this is not good. Oh. Okay. Let's like not use the thin die adapter. It cut. Oh. Okay, well that's not what I was going for, but isn't it pretty? And I want to show you, even with that cut, my silicone craft mat is just fine. Let's try this again. That was really scary. Were you guys scared? I was really scared. I should really try things before I go live so that I don't like totally embarrass myself by doing something wrong. Okay, I'm going to try this again without the thin die adapter. Okay. Platform. Cutting pad. Silicone mat. Cardstock. I feel like this is not... Well, so here we got like a not deep enough impression. We need like something in the middle. Either that or I just broke my big shot and it's not gonna work anymore. Which is okay, because there's a new die cutting machine coming. I can't show you any pictures, but it's awesome. Well, it looks kind of cool. Okay, so silicone mat, you can do some embossing instead of the die cutting. This is kind of a hot mess. Let's just move on before I break something else. Okay, so last chance product list. I will post my doctored up version. I'll post the link in the description of this video when we're all done. I'm also trying to keep it up to date. So this morning I went through and things that were already sold out, I marked those as well. The other changes I made to this list is I took out all the French stamp sets. I took out all the bundles because most bundle discounts end. I also took out all the Stampin' blends that are going to carry over. One of the big changes is that the Stampin' blends will no longer be available individually. They're only going to be available in pairs. So if you are someone who likes to use the Stampin' blends and wants to get one at a time, you'll want to get the ones that you don't have or that you need now. The price is going to be the same for the pair, but they're only going to be available in pairs starting in the new catalog. So that was something that I changed. And then another change that I made, there was some dies that were listed that are also in the new catalog. So I just took them off the list to avoid confusion. Speaking of the new catalog, there it You can see this is my janky printed version. I don't actually have a physical copy yet. However, demonstrators were able to see the PDF starting yesterday. Was it yesterday? Was it the day before? What day is it? It's Thursday. Of course it's Thursday. Yes. So yesterday on Wednesday, demonstrators could see the PDF. And so I decided to print mine because I couldn't wait to get my real copy. Now, if you're a demonstrator and you did see the PDF, your real copy is coming in the mail. Stampin' Up! Mailed it this week. And it's coming soon to your mailbox, hopefully before the pre-order starts on May 5th. And if you're not a demonstrator yet, hello, you should just go ahead and join my team now so you can see the catalog, and then you can start pre-ordering with us on May 5th and enjoy all the awesome things that we love about being a demonstrator. Okay, whew. Are you ready to stamp? Let's do something fun with our butterfly. This is a card. I'm going to get my scrap paper out. Let's get all official. Let's get serious here, guys. Let's make some cards. And 3D projects. I do have a 3D project tonight. Kind of. It's a card and then a bonus 3D variation. Okay, that's going to stay just perfectly. I don't want to sneak peek because I did need to make some tweaks. I'm using sentiments from the For the Love of Felt stamp set. And I shared some projects with this one. Let me see if I can pull them out. I've got like cards all over the place. Okay, here are the cards that I made with this stamp set. This stamp set goes with a card kit in the back of the annual catalog For the Love of Felt. Here is the card kit, and I'm pretty sure this card kit is going to retire as well as the stamp set. So if you like the kit, if you like the stamp set, make sure that you get them. They're on the last chance list. And so here are some fun cards that I did with our color challenge a couple weeks ago. So I'm using the sentiments out of this stamp set. I'm also using some of the Best Dressed designer paper. I just got a new pack, guys. You may not have noticed this paper, because let me show you. In the mini catalog where this paper is, it's part of a suite that is, it's called Best Dressed. And if you are not like a shoes and makeup kind of person, and I'm not, you may have just overlooked the whole thing, but this paper is so gorgeous. Most of them have designs on at least one side that has nothing to do with makeup and shoes. Look at these gorgeous flowers. Like, seriously, it's so pretty. And I don't think the catalog really does it justice. So there is makeup and shoes and stuff on one side, but there's so many patterns that are just flowers. I'm only going to show you the flower side. Like, oh, that one has polka dots in the back. Some of them, one of them is yellow. Here's the yellow stripes. So pretty. Did you guys notice this paper, or did it get lost in the shuffle? That one's got stripes on the back, stripes. Okay, seriously? Yeah, you guys need this paper. And this is going to retire. Like, all the designer paper is going to retire. So if you have some paper that you've been eyeing, just get it now. Don't wait, okay? So this is called Best Dressed. Here. Best Dressed, it's item number 151319. It's from the mini catalog, and it's 6x6 paper, so it comes just like that. So you get 4 sheets of each design, and then you get 12 different designs. So that's what I like about the 6x6 packs, is that you get so many different options that you can mix and match. So today we're using just a little piece of that. I also pre-punched a piece from my new favorite punch. It's Label Me Something. Label Me, it's not the fancy one. I don't know why they called them the same thing. We got Label Me Lovely and Label Me Fancy. So this is Label Me Lovely. And there's a new punch in the catalog, and the new catalog is called Lovely Label something. I'm like, seriously? Like, get away from Lovely and Label. It's so confusing. Okay, so I punched that from that punch. It is going to carry over. It's in the mini catalog, but it's going to carry over, so that is exciting. And then I'm using the classic label punch, which is very important for this card. It is it is carrying over. The pretty label punch is not though. So if you really like that label punch, make sure you get that before everything goes away. And then Lovely Lipstick ink. And this is one of the in colors. So, you know, we have in colors that come every couple years. So they come every year and they stay for 2 years. So these are I call them junior and senior. So the junior in colors are the new ones and the senior in colors are the old ones that are on their way out. So these are the senior in colors and they're getting ready to retire. Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover, and Blueberry Bushel. Actually, this is Night of Navy. The other ones are all in colors except that one. And that almost looks like more like Calypso Coral. Anyway, the ink colors are retiring, including Lovely Lipstick. So make sure you stock up on ink refills, cardstock, ribbon, accessories, all those things for the ink colors. I just realized, guys, that I have not been paying attention to your questions, and so I very much apologize. I'll try to come back and answer any questions that I miss, and I will try to be better about watching. Okay, so we're using our butterfly and our yellow. Isn't that pretty? I thought about using So Saffron, but it just wasn't dark enough. So I'm using the Daffodil Delight. And this really fun pop-up card was an idea that I saw from Demonstrator Terry Gaines. And I just thought it was really super fun, and I wanted to use it before this butterfly die is retired. So I'm going to start by adhering the designer paper. This is 2 3/4 inch-ish. I think I went a little bit under. And I'm going to just trim just really quick. Maybe it's not hanging over as much as I thought. So I'm going to adhere that to the front, and then I'm going to take the classic label punch and come all the way in, and I'm going to punch kind of like more towards the top than the center, and I'm just going to punch one time to create a hole for our butterfly. And the butterfly is going to kind of like go inside of this hole, so I'm going to just kind of bend on the edges of his wings like this so that he can go in and out of our card really easily. Now let me show you what this looks like, and then we'll embellish the rest of the card. So we're going to use glue dots on the body of the butterfly, and then we're going to put him in the center of the hole, so that when you open the card, are you guys ready for this? When you open the card, oh, isn't that cool? I can't remember what Terry called this. I'm gonna have to go back and look at her post. She created this card like 2 years ago, I think, so it's been a little while, and I saw it and I forgot about it, and I was thinking about these dies again now that they're on the retired list. So let's go ahead and add some embellishments. We're going to stamp some words with Lovely Lipstick. We're going to stamp for the front, "You Make an Ordinary Day Special." And on the inside, we're going to stamp, oops, oh, I had a little piece. What did I do with it? Here it is. A little piece to go on the inside to bring that paper in and dress up our inside, because you can't just leave the butterfly. So this is like 3/4 inch by 5.5, and that's gonna go there. And then we're gonna stamp "Let's Celebrate" down there. So we got to make our inside pretty too. And then we're going to use the pretty label punch because I don't want it to go away. I was just looking at how many people we have watching, and we're over 50, which is amazing. So I'm going to draw for a card after the second project. So if you're watching, don't go anywhere, because you definitely want to get in the drawing, and I will send one of the cards I make tonight to someone who is watching live. Yay! And if you're not watching live, tune in next time. We're always at 7:10 p.m. Central Time. I live in Illinois. and every Thursday night. So you can join us live next time for your chance to win one of the cards that we're making. Okay, this ribbon is from the Ornate Garden ribbon pack. It comes with 2 different ribbons. It comes with Terracotta Tile and Old Olive, and I just love it. So this is a sneak peek from the new catalog, and you can get it right now. All the Ornate Garden stuff. We've got, here's the ribbon combo. You can get the gems and the ornate floral embossing folder. You can get the bundle. There's some gorgeous designer paper, another bundle with the ornate border dies. So if you purchase one of the bundles from Ornate Garden or spend $50 or more with Ornate Garden stuff, I will send you a PDF tutorial with 20 bonus projects using the Ornate Garden stuff. So I did that with some Demonstrator friends, and I'm so excited about the projects that we made. And I think you're really going to love them too. So that's where this ribbon came from, is the Ornate Garden. And that's a suite that is coming out in the new catalog. So it's just like an early release. That is kind of a fun opportunity for everyone, not just demonstrators, to get new products right now in April. Okay, to close the card, you're just going to squeeze the wings together and put them through the slit, and then we're going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals to put this card. I'm always struggling to find, like, I have a little basket and all of my dimensionals are minis. I need to restock my big ones. Okay, so we put this sentiment right about there, and we're going to add the ribbon bow with a glue dot. Oh, isn't that pretty? This paper is just so springy. Doop. Let's celebrate. I know, Sharon, I'm so sad that this punch is going away too. The pretty little label punch is just so delicate and pretty, and I love the way that it layers onto the Label Me Lovely punch. So if you don't have the pretty label punch, make sure that you get it before it totally goes away. All right, that was card number 1. What do you guys think? Do you love it? Oh, I'm so glad. We're gonna keep going with the butterfly, and we're going to make another butterfly card, and we're going to use the Best Dressed paper, and I've got things die cut ahead of time, so we don't need to worry about breaking the big shot like we already did. And hopefully we did not already break it. Okay, so here's the first card. I'm going to set this aside. Such a fun little pull through card. This next card, if you saw, I posted on the Facebook page, I posted a picture of 2 of these cards using these dies that were from not this catalog, but the catalog before this one. And I really loved the idea of die cutting the butterfly and then putting it back, and so that you can see through the designer paper. Now on the inspiration card, they had stamped the background instead of using the designer paper, but I think that this works just as well and is easier. I did choose a smaller pattern of the roses so that you could see more of it through, through the die cut. Let me show you what it would look like on something that is a little bigger, like this purple one. You can still see it, and I guess it would be okay. I liked the smaller one. Here's one that's a little more colorful. And you kind of I see a lot of green. I don't see a lot of the flower color, which I think is really pretty. So we're going to use the pink one that I've already cut, but you could do this with any designer paper, whether it's the Best Dressed or something that you have at home. So the designer paper that I'm using, I cut it down to 3 3/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. And this is going to go across the card front. And then the yellow cardstock is this Daffodil Delight. This is 3 inches by 5.5, and that's going to go right across the center. And then I've got this piece here, and the sample had some twine, and I don't really have like a good option. So this is Mint Macaron from the Nature twine package, and this is in the annual catalog. It's retiring, so if you like this thick twine in these colors, this is Mint Macaron, Grapefruit Grove, and actually I think this was Tip Top Taupe, wasn't it? Is that, how long has that been gone? Is that a really old color? Does it say on here? Oh, I'm actually missing one. Originally there was Blackberry Bliss. Crumb Cake. That's what it's supposed to be. Tip Top Taupe is old. Do you guys remember that one? I don't remember how old that one is. So I think I'm going to try to add twine. We'll see how it looks. Does it look dumb? I have some different slivers of paper for our sentiment. I pulled this sentiment from Seriously the Best. I used this stamp set last week when we made the Seriously the Best card kit, which, by the way, that card kit is on sale. This was the card kit from last week. Remember, guys, we did some of these cards. So this card kit is on sale now, and it is let me look and see. Oh my gosh, I almost pulled out the catalog instead of the retiring list. It's in the mini catalog, so it's back here. Seriously the Best. It's 40% off, so it's $18 instead of $30. The stamp set is regular price. So if you are still thinking about that card kit, that's you can get it on sale. Yay! Oh, you just ordered it today. Yay, Susan! And Christina, you definitely need it. Michelle, Tip Top Taupe was 5 years ago. Thank you for looking that up. I don't know why that color came to my head. It does feel like a really long time ago. So I've got the skinny strip and I've got the fat strip. And I cut them both because I wasn't sure. Like, I cut this one first and then I thought it might be too big and cover up too much of the butterfly. I think I like the smaller one better. Do you guys think so too? The smaller one or the wider one? I also think maybe I need to do something different with maybe some white twine. Let me bust out my box. And did you guys see this Whisper White twine is retiring? I'm so sad. It is not on sale. It's $3.50, which is regular price. But if you love the Whisper White twine as much as I do, you better stock up. There is not a Whisper White twine in the new catalog. There is some twine that comes in different like combo packs, but there's not just like a spool of twine like this. All right, I think you guys all agree with me on the smaller one. The twine debate. I feel like we had a big discussion about this last week too, didn't we? Do we like the loop-de-loops or do we like just a plain bow? Yes, Michelle. Whisper Wine Twine is perfect because you can dye it to be any color that you want. So, I love white ribbon in general for that reason, because you can color it and dye it so that if you want navy twine, you have navy twine. If you want lovely lipstick twine, you can have lovely lipstick twine. Are you saying you think I should, should I dye it? I don't know that I want to do that right now. Though I do think that lovely lipstick twine might look really nice on this card. Janice says no twine. What do you guys think? Let's see what a bow looks like. Maybe a nice big bow. Okay, here's a little tip. If you're doing a banner tip, cut up the center and then go from each side to the top of that center line. So I'm taking like half of it out and then doing the other side and cutting the other half. Usually I just use a punch, but I thought I would do it by hand today. Okay, Cindy says, what about no bow or twine and use gems? Susan says, lovely lipstick. I don't have any lovely lipstick, though I could try to dye it. I'm looking to see if I have a lovely lipstick Stampin' Blends, which I don't. This is real red, but I'm wondering if it would be close enough. I don't want to touch it now. Let me get a tissue. Is it going to dry enough to put it on the card? I'm scared. Oh, the adventures of stamping with me. You never know what we're going to do. Am I going to get my hands inky? Will it be worth it? Stay tuned. Oh, I think the heat tool probably would help to set it. Unfortunately, I don't have a plug near me, but let's do this. I'm going to put it on and then like we can just see and I'll add it later. I kind of like it. Do you guys like it? I'm going to put everything else together and I'm going to dry it later and then add it to the card. And I think it's going to be good. Don't you think? Yeah. Yay. Okay, so let's just set this aside somewhere where it's not going to ink everything else. And clean up our space, and we're going to glue down the butterfly and the sentiment, and then later on I will add the ribbon, the twine, and I'll post a picture so you guys can see the finished card. Do you guys use a lot of twine? I kind of like it because it's not very bulky. So when you're mailing your card, you don't need extra postage. Okay. Oh, we made a good mess. Let's get this down. I'm going to use glue dots in the middle. Make sure I'm not going to transfer anything. And then let's get out our baby dimensionals. Aren't they so cute? Yes. Definitely you need to wash your hands after dyeing twine. But I don't think you guys want to sit around while I wash them. So I will wash them when I'm done with the video and hopefully not get anything on any other projects. Isn't that really cool? I really like the way that turned out. Okay, so this, as a reminder, this is the Springtime Impressions dies. It comes with the flowers, the flower die, the butterfly die, and then like a random little flower. And these were 60% off. What? So if you don't have these dies yet, make sure that you get them. Everything on the last chance list is while supplies last. Now, all the stamp sets, usually we make them all ourselves, Stampin' Up! Does. And so those are usually good through the end of May. But, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, but everything else, like the dies and the paper and the punches, while supplies last. So they may not last until tomorrow. They may not last. There's so many things that have already sold out, including one of the really awesome deals. The best deal on the whole thing was this Darling Label punch box. It was 85% off. And it's gone. It sold so fast with that kind of discount. I'm not surprised. Okay, I am going to, what should I do tonight? I'm going to give away a card. So I'm going to write down, let's see. I'm going to write down the name of a suite from the annual catalog. So go ahead and leave a comment with the name of a suite from the annual catalog. Let me give you guys some hints if you're not that familiar with the catalog. Okay, so here the table of contents lists all the suites in the catalog. So it's going to be one of these, and I'll read the answers as I see them come up. Sometimes Facebook does not show me all the answers, so I apologize if I see somebody else's answer before yours, but I'm going to go with the first that I see. So leave a comment with the name of one of the suites from the annual catalog, and the first person that I see gets it will get a card that I made tonight. So Janet says Woven Threads, Jenny says Pretty Peacock, Marcia says Magnolia. It's none of those. Renice says Pressed Petals. Tony says Come Sail Away. Christina says Pressed Petals. Keep going. It's not Perennial Essence, Cindy. It's not Garden Lane. It's not Garden Green something. It's not Dino Roar. It's not Noble Peacock. Kathy says Pressed Petals. It's not Pressed Petals. It's not Garden Lane, Christina. Christina also says Come Sail Away. Keep guessing. It's not Woven Heirloom, Linda. Rosemary says Under My Umbrella. It's not that. It's one of these. It's not the dinosaur one, Deborah. It's not Follow Your Art, Nancy. Nope, not Dino Roar. It's not See a Silhouette, Jenny. It's not Follow Your Art, Char. Yay, Cindy! It's Bird Ballad! All right, Cindy Malone was the first one that I saw that guessed. So I am going to send Cindy one of the cards that I made. We've got one more card with a bonus project attached to it. And this is my redemption project. Do you guys remember? Last week, I made these tulip cards, and I wasn't 100% pleased with the way that they turned out. This technique is the interlocking frames that Becky asked me to show, and so I played with it a little more, and I'm gonna do another card using the interlocking frames and hopefully show you a little bit better than I did last week. And we're not going to use the tulips, even though they were really pretty. We are going to use the small daisy punch, and let's just get everything out here. So we have the small daisy punch. And then this is retiring, and so if you like the small daisy punch or the big daisy punch and these perennial essence floral centers, then you're going to want to get some. Let me look and see if they're on sale. Either way, you definitely want them. If they're on sale, that just makes it even better. But Yes. Okay, so look, there's just so much on sale. It's so ridiculous. Perennial Essence Floral Centers, normally $6. They're 40% off, $3.60. Okay, so this little container includes 18 of the floral centers, and they have a little adhesive on them. So this is going to make it so easy to make quick little daisies like we're doing tonight. Look at that, guys. Oh, bunny butts, is that what you called it, Jenny? Okay, so I've got some pre-cut pieces, and we're going to use the Peaceful Moments stamp set to make this card, and the stitched shape framelits, and then just rearrange my desk so I have room. Okay, so we're using the stitched shape framelits, and just like last time, I used 2 of the squares. The stitched shapes come with circles and ovals and squares. You get 4 of each size in this set, and so I'm using 2 different squares, and I die cut them at the same time, and so this is what came out. I had a little square and then the frame. So I did that twice to get 2 frames. And then I am going to use this for another project. And we'll do the interlocking frames first, and then we'll do the bonus project. But all I did was I created that little daisy and put it on the square. So let's see what we're going to do with that when we're done. Let me put these away before I lose them. The other pieces that I have for this card are a thick Whisper White card base. That's 5.5 times 8.5. And then we have crumb cake that is 4 inches by 5 and 5.25. And the yellow is Daffodil Delight. And then the Whisper White Daisy, so I punched 2, and then I'm using glue dots to glue them together. And then this has a little glue dot with a paper backing. So easy. So easy. You need these. You need them. Okay, so for the interlocking, I forgot my tip. Why didn't I write this down? Man. For the interlocking framelits, I think I remember. So this is what we want to do. We want to use our mini glue dots, and we're going to put them on the corners. So I'm going to start with this one. Well, maybe I should do them and kind of do part of the interlocking. So the way I was doing it last time, they just sort of like kind of folded onto each other, but the real interlocking frames makes it look like they're connected. So we're going to do some strategic cutting, but first we're going to, let's see if I can do this right. Okay, so I kind of did part of the interlocking. I tucked, so like this is in the back and this is in the front, and I just tucked them diagonally. As a reminder, all of the dimensionals are on the ends. None of them are at the points where they cross, because that's where we're going to do our cutting. So I'm going to take the dimensionals off, the paper backings rather. And okay, this is going to go in the center. I want to focus on putting one down first. And then I'm going to kind of move the other one to be where I want it to go. Okay, so now we're going to do the strategic cutting. So we want to make it look like these frames kind of cross over. So this one crosses up, and then we want it to cross underneath. So I'm going to cut diagonally right across where the frame is, and then I'm going to tuck it and put it underneath. So now it looks like it comes up and then it goes under, even though it doesn't actually. So the next point to do that, we go under, and then we want to come over. So we're going to cut this one, and then we're going to just tuck those little pieces under. So I'm not actually using any glue. You could put some glue dot on there if you want, but the Stampin' Dimensionals are holding the frames down. I see a little peeking out. Okay, so it comes up and under and over, and then we want to do it again here. So we want it right here to go back under. So this is like a fake, right? We're faking it out. It's not real. So under, over, and then right here. And that's how you do the interlocking frames. I see that it is kind of coming up, so maybe we should use some glue dots or some like a little bit of liquid glue. I'm always so bad at liquid glue. Like, I just make such a mess with it. Just a little adhesive to hold that down. Where is our other joints? Right there. So Becky, if you're watching, this is how to do the interlocking. There's the other one. Interlocking frames. Fine tip glue. Yes, I know. I just hate the liquid glue. Okay, so we're going to just be really simple. Instead of trying to stamp the crazy tulips, we are going to put our daisy right in the center, and then stamp a greeting. And I got this one. This is from Peaceful Moments, which is from the mini catalog. And get rid of my Stampin' Dimensionals. Peaceful Moments. I really love this one. It's going to carry over, I'm pretty sure. We've got happy birthday, congratulations, thank you, thinking of you with all my heart. And so for this one, I picked out Life is Better with a Friend Like You. So we're going to stamp this in the black ink. I was really hoping I didn't screw that up. Do you hold your breath when you stamp greetings? All right, life is better with a friend like you. What do you think? Is that cool? I finally figured it out. I'm sorry that I didn't show it right the first time. But hopefully, hopefully you guys will give this a try, the interlocking framelits. And you could do that with, you could use the layering square framelits as well, if you want to. But I like this. I like the stitched. I just like the way that looks. Okay, so what should we do with our little leftover piece? So this came out of the center of the frame, and I just made another flower. And so one of them, because I had two, I put on a note card. So I just kept this really simple, and I just added that right to a note card and then stamped the words. This is from Rooted in Nature. It says, Be strong, be happy, be you. And I thought it was so bright and so cheery. And I thought this was perfect for Sarah's hashtag share sunshine. Another way to share sunshine is to share a little gift. So I have this little pizza box with a lemon cookie in there. There were two, but I ate the other one. So I just had one that was left. I just put it in a little cello bag. These are food safe pizza boxes, and I don't remember, are the pizza boxes going to retire or are they going to carry over? Pizza box. It might be easier just to look at the new catalog and see. Pizza boxes. All right, off camera, I'm flipping. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's so pretty. Oh, look at that. Oh, so pretty. I'm just teasing. I mean, I'm not teasing because everything is really pretty. Oh, pizza boxes are still in the catalog, so they're not retiring. We still have the gold ones. There's a really cool new box that's coming out, but I can't tell you more than that. Okay, I couldn't decide between what designer paper to use. So this is the pizza box all folded up. And this one I thought looked really nice. This is the See a Silhouette paper, I think is that what it's called? I see a silhouette to up and down. Ribbon, dies, paper. What is this called? Yeah, See a Silhouette. Look at all these designer papers are on sale. That's so awesome. Okay, so there's this one. You guys are gonna have to help me decide because I can't decide which of these papers to use. So this is See a Silhouette. Here is another piece from the See a Silhouette. So this is more of the yellow and the red colors. And then this one is from the Mosaic paper. So I'm going to number these. This is 1, 2, 3, and then the stripes will be 4. So you guys have to help me decide. Leave a comment and let me know which paper you think I should use for finishing off my box. Do you like 1, 2, 3, or 4, which is the one that's on there right now? I'll cycle them through while you guys are telling me which one you think, because I know that there's a little lag. So this is number 4, and this is number 1. I just love the contrast. Like there's a little bit of yellow in there, but I think the contrast is really pretty with the blue and the green. But then I really like how bright and sunshiny number 2 is. And then number 3 is really pretty too. Like it kind of just lets the daisy pop, I think. I think 3 might be my least favorite. And this is just like sunshine. They're not quite the same yellows though. Like this is Daffodil Delight and this is Crushed Curry and so Saffron. So I'm not sure. Okay, so let me see. We've got Becky and Danette say 3, Kathy says 1, Patricia says 2 or 4, Cheryl says 2, Carla says 1, Christina says 1, Charlene says 2, Winona 1, Robin 2, Cindy 1, Char 2, Yvonne 1, Eva 1, Janice 1, Becky 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm losing track. I'm seeing a lot of 1s. 2, 1 or 2 definitely has your 5. There's no number 5. I guess that would be 5. That's too boring, Winona. 1 or 2. So we've got the blue one and we've got that one. I think I'm going to go with the blue. Oh, Susan, you really like number 3? This was 2. I think 1 wins. I do think 1 wins. It's so pretty. You could go with all of them. And maybe if I get more cookies out, I can make up 3 more gifts to give to somebody. So this is a really fun way to share some sunshine. Sarah Douglas is the Stampin' Up! CEO. She's the daughter of Shelley Gardner, and she has started a Share Sunshine campaign. So she has been just posting quotes and sharing some fun ways that she is sharing sunshine, sharing something happy with the people around her. So I hope that you will join us in hashtag Share Sunshine, whether you're sending cards that are bright and cheerful or giving small gifts that are bright and cheerful. I hope that you are doing something to spread cheer in this crazy time. This is the last project of the night, so I'm going to bring the other projects out so that we can have a look at what we made. And see, I did use yellow in all of the projects tonight. Which project is your favorite? Did you like this one with the pop-up butterfly or the pull-through butterfly? Or maybe the daisy pizza box or the interlocking frames? Did you like that one too? I don't know. This one might be my favorite. I just love the way the designer paper peeks through. Becky says, could you please send some of the sunshine my way? You know what? It's been raining here too. We did get some sun in the afternoon before it went down. But yes, Becky, I will send you some sunshine. I hope I hope the butterflies, no, I hope the sunshine reaches all of you, no matter where you are. Lots of you are saying that the pull-through butterfly is your favorite. Pull-through butterfly. Oh, Eva just got a bunch of pizza boxes. And yes, Carla, I do think that this paper, the Sia silhouette, definitely is reminiscent of tie-dye. It's a very colorful paper. Bright colors and like watercolor kind of. Becky, the interlocking, of course you liked that. I'm happy I finally got it just right for you. Oh, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight and watching. I'm so glad that you were here to stamp with me and to watch me stamp and to help me make some decisions on what to do and how to finish these projects. I really loved spending the time with you, and I hope that you enjoyed your Thursday night stamp therapy as well. Join us again next week on Thursday at 7:10 p.m. Central Time, right here at Julie's Stamping Spot. And make sure that you get all these amazing deals from the Last Chance product list. I will post the link to my my fixed up list if you want to print one that you can read and that, you know, it looks good and makes sense. I'll include that link as soon as I get off, and you can get any of these deals in my online store at juliedavison.com/shop. Have a great night. I'll be coming live again sometime in the next few days to share some paper pumpkin projects. I'll try to give you a heads up, so hopefully you can join me live. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.